world. My name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing the newly anticipated movie of all time, Halloween Ends. Let's go ahead and get started reviewing Halloween Ends. Now, if you guys know me, I was a huge fan of the original 2018 Halloween film and Halloween Kills. I just thought that film was such a guilty pleasure film, and with all the carnage candy that it does. With this movie, I was just so excited that, like, is Michael Myers actually gonna die in this one? Because he literally just got beat up by a bunch of people. He got shot, like, 5 times. He got hit in the back, like, pinned down and everything, like stabbed, got his fingers cut off, and I'm like, how is he lasting for another film? And so when you get to the idea of this film and you come up with this story of Corey, I'm like, what exactly is going on here? And so I watched the movie, and I have to tell y'all, it was a pretty great film. Now, I will say this, it's probably my least favorite of the new trilogy of films, but it definitely was a great movie for me. So to kind of start off, it takes place... the way that they actually did the characters of Laurie and... what is it? The granddaughter of Laurie. I thought those two... Allison, yeah. Laurie and Allison. I thought they did those characters right. I thought they worked in this film. The way that they were continuing the story worked really well, and the relationship worked really nicely, where it felt like that Laurie was her mom. Like, Judy Greer's out of the picture, it feels like that it's her mom now. And I liked how you kind of go back onto this, and literally Michael Myers killed all of Allison's friends, all the boyfriends. It's like, it's so crazy to me that all that happened. Like, they're literally the last 2 characters of the franchise left. But to really talk about the main thing about this movie, which is the story about the Corey character, I thought they actually did this story really well. Obviously, it's not the best way to end the franchise, but I will say this, the way they did the Corey character was really nice. Where the opening sequence is him accidentally killing a child. Like, from that, like, he's babysitting a child. He thinks Michael Myers is there, and I like how they actually kind of do something different with this, but also setting up the storyline for this film, where the kid traps him up in the basement, and then he opens the door, he accidentally hits the kid, and then the kid falls off the stairs, and I'm like, oh shit, he just killed the kid, and now blood spilling everywhere, and I'm like, oh my god, this is such a brutal death. And so I'm like, that scene was just such a well done scene. And then of course, you know, the pumpkin intro was of course great, as you kind of like go through all the pumpkins of all 13 Halloween films. I'm pretty sure it was every pumpkin of every Halloween film. I'm pretty sure it was, just montaging through all of it, but then just seeing the guts of the pumpkin inside it. That was really cool. But then literally just kind of exploring the Corey character and how the evilness and darkness of Michael Myers got put into Corey. That was something that was actually pretty interesting to me, of how the evilness and darkness that Michael Myers can bring to the world can cause to someone else. Like, you remember from the first Halloween 2018 film, the new Loomis character actually kind of gets corrupted as he actually tries to kill a cop. Like, when he studied Michael, he actually wanted to know what it was like to kill someone. And he even wanted to wear the mask like him too. And they do the same thing with this one, except I think that this storyline actually works a lot better, because the one with the Loomis doctor didn't really work for me. But this one actually worked a lot better. So for me, I thought everything they did and they kind of made a Michael Myers that personalizes him, where it's a different. Obviously, both Michael Myers and Corey are not going to be the same, but I actually liked how they used the stuff with what Michael Myers does, and he used that to kill the people that bullied him. And it was honestly kind of a nice change of pace for this sort of story. Now, obviously, a lot of people complain that, well, he's using all the Michael Myers skills to kill people that bullied him. Michael Myers doesn't kill people because people bullied him. He kills people because of the fun of it, because he likes it. That's what he does. There's no personal connection. There's nothing. He just kills. I actually kind of like how they have a reason for it. If you just have a murderer just murdering people out of blood, that's it works for Michael Myers because he's Michael Myers. But with this one, I thought it worked really well. And then of course, let's just talk about the ending. The ending of this film is fantastic, where you finally get and here's something else. There's some stuff in here. First off, the kills were great, and there were some funny scenes here and there, and there were some thrilling scenes here and there. But when you get to that scene where Laurie starts making a suicide call, and then she a splatter of guts splurt all across the wall. You think that she actually did it, like Laurie Strode is dead. She killed herself. You open up the door, and it shows that shot from the trailer when she's about to shoot Michael, and she was like, "You really thought I was about to kill myself?" And then she starts shooting Corey, and I'm like, "Woo! Cool twist, awesome." And then I realized, oh yeah, he may have the stuff like Michael, but he's not indestructible like Michael because he doesn't have the plot armor. Plus, this is the last film of the franchise, so you're gonna kill him. And then Michael comes into the house. He kills Corey. He grabs the mask. He grabs the knife, and he's ready to have one last final fight with Laurie. And the fight is just amazing. The fight is great, as she pins Michael on the table. He throws the refrigerator on him, like everything, just like left and right. And I even said in the theater, Laurie said no. Laurie said to Michael to no to kids, because he you get it. And so then he rips off the mask, and he was like, "I run from you. I've avoided you, but now you are just a man that's about to stop breathing." And I'm like, oh shit, this thing's about to go down. And then he cuts his neck. You see the blood coming out of his neck. But then he goes for one last choke, as he's like, wait, is he gonna die? Or who's gonna die in this moment? And then Allison comes in the rescue, breaks Michael's arm, and then he's finally dead. He's finally dead. And so they do this special moment where all the survivors of Michael Myers, they come to town together to finally end off Michael. No, where they're not going to give him a funeral because he could come back. We're not risking anything. We're putting him in the meat grinder. And I'm like, damn. They really finished him off. They literally killed off Thanos like that. They killed Michael Myers like that. This is insane. Michael Myers is dead. This is crazy. And so, before we get to the credits, the movie literally just ends with no one in the home, and then it plays the music and the movie's over. And I'm like, that's a perfect ending. And do I think we'll get another Halloween film? We'll see. It depends if they decide to make another Michael Myers. Who knows? With a new character. Who knows? But yeah, that's the good on this one. Now let's talk about the bad. Now, while I loved this film, and I will say this as the conclusion to the 44-year franchise. The movie itself is not exactly the best conclusion. It's a good Halloween movie. As the conclusion to your franchise, however, not the best one. Because I think that the idea of Corey, I like the Corey character, but the idea of bringing this storyline into the last movie doesn't really make sense. Like if you did this movie like Endgame style, where you killed Michael Myers in the night of 2018, 2019, and then 4 years later passed, and somehow all the evilness somehow passed on to Corey, and then you fight Corey, I guess you could say it would be more meaningful. Though it would be kind of weird that you killed Michael off very early, because why are you suddenly killing him off now when you could have killed him off many films before? Though that's just what I think. Also, this movie has a lot of sound transitions. Like this movie, like every time someone closes the door, it acts like someone's shooting a gun, or when they do like a music stuff, it's actually someone rocking a chair. Like they do this like multiple times, and there's even sometimes where like it tries to do jump scares when it's just someone opening something, and it's like they do it like every second of the film, and it's so annoying. Like I like at the first couple times I like it, but then it just gets annoying when you realize what the sound is, and it's just so annoying. But overall, I loved this movie. I thought it was a great film. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Halloween Ends. Before I give my final score, be sure to comment down below. What were your thoughts on Halloween Ends? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Or between? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section below. With that said, let's get on my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff is in the about section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.